To look at developing stories now. I mentioned the autos, and Kevin Green is with us, senior markets correspondent here on Schwab Network, giving us the very latest on the UAW, which now we're seeing it's going to cost more and still going. Any progress when it comes to the negotiations? What are you watching?
Yeah, so we are actually seeing Ford actually submitted another proposal yesterday afternoon for the UAW, and it hopes to really try to stop this particular strike. It's been going on for around 19 days now, and it has had an impact on all three of the major automakers. Now, this new proposal does suggest a 20% increase when it comes to wages, as well as trying to enhance the 401k benefits and also lowering the threshold for new workers to be able to reach top tier pay and moving that from 8 years down to 4 years. Now, obviously, the UAW initially focused on having a 40% wage increase. They have brought that down to 30%. So we're kind of getting closer and closer, Nicole, but we have not had a deal yet. And this is amid yesterday GM announcing that they actually had to get a $6 billion line of credit because of the impacts of this UAW strike. They've also had around $200 million in costs just because of this strike at this point in time. And that's not out of the ordinary. We also know that Ford actually did secure around a $4 billion credit line about a week ago in order to try to help out or to assist when with these shutdowns that have definitely impacted their top line and could once again impact their bottom line here.
I see. All right. So that's an ongoing story. We'll have Garrett Nelson with us shortly. He'll talk about a lot of this as well. In the meantime, Rivian, and that's under some big pressure. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is kind of like a two-step forward, one-step back type of stock at this point in time here. Now, they did announce that they are going to be issuing about $1.5 billion in convertible bonds, and that sent the shares to the downside, almost down 20% in the session. Now, these convertible bonds, as you know, Nicole, they're a product that could actually allow those bond holders to be able to convert into stock at some point in time. And when they do convert into stock, that actually dilutes the amount of shares that are outstanding, and that also reduces the amount of shareholder power that current investors have. So that's why we actually see this type of reaction from time to time when convertible bonds are issued. We are also getting preliminary Q3 revenue numbers from Rivian as well. They are looking at revenue coming in between $1.29 billion and $1.33 billion, and they continue to keep their full year guidance when it comes to the amount of cars that they want to be able to produce. They had that sitting at 52,000 right now. They've been on an upward trajectory when it comes to the production numbers, but once again, we are seeing these the cash strap markets when it comes to some of these EV players outside of Tesla, and we continue to see these issuances hitting the marketplace and impacting the current share of stock when it comes to the stock price.
Right. I mean, and I know Lucid is down about 9% today as well, along with this. So we'll continue our conversation pertaining to autos. A great setup there. Kevin Green, senior markets correspondent.